What's going on, guys? Tristan24 here and welcome back to another video. In today's video I have my championship predictions match week 42 ready for you. So let's go over last week's predictions then, shall we? So first game, Charlton Millwall, I said 1-1, ends up being a late winner for Millwall, 1-0 to them. Second game, Derby Nottingham Forest, I said 1-1, the outcome was 1-1. A great last minute equaliser for Derby. In all fairness, they did play alright, I guess. I didn't watch the whole game, I watched the highlights and it seemed pretty even, but Nottingham Forest will be really annoyed with themselves, but that's the way football is. Brentford Wigan, I said 3-1 Brentford, ended up being a 3-0 Brentford win. It does show that in that Wigan game that the players for Wigan, it has affected them going into administration. I think Jogana got sent off for them as well. So things aren't looking all too good for them at the moment, but hopefully they improve, because it's not nice to see a team go into administration, really. Next we had Fulham take on Birmingham. For this game I said 2-0 Fulham win. It actually was only 1-0. I was close though. After that we saw Blackburn take on Leeds. I said 3-0 Leeds and it was 3-1 Leeds. How close. And we had free kick week last week and Calvin Phillips just pops up with an amazing free kick in that game. Next was Huddersfield Preston. I said 2-1 Preston. It was actually a boring 0-0 draw, to be honest. A good point for not Preston, Huddersfield though. But Preston will be annoyed they didn't get anything really out of it. Next game, Luton Reading. I said 2-1 Luton. How silly was I? 5-0 Reading. Fair play to them. I've massively underestimated them. Next game, Stoke Barnsley. I said 2-1 Barnsley. Stoke coming up with 4 goals after that 3-0 defeat to Wigan. Well done to them. Next game, Bristol Cardiff. I said 1-1 draw. It's 1-0 Cardiff. Danny Ward goal. And Lee Johnson actually got sacked. So it's not happy times for them at the club, really, is it? But Swansea Sheffield Wednesday. I said 2-1 Swansea, and it was 2-1 Swansea. I know my team. Yeah, 2-1. First off, we didn't look good at all, but second off, Steve Cooper must have said some positive words. Of course, we had to go 3 at the back because of all the injury problems. But second off, if we can play like that for the next couple of games, we'll win. But first half performance was terrible from the lads. Middlesbrough QPR, I said 2-1 Middlesbrough. Is actually a 1-0 QPR win. They're getting themselves back on track now. And the final game, West Brom Hull, arguably game of the weekend. I said 3-0 West Brom. It was 4-2 Hull. I think they equalised twice, if I'm correct. I'm not quite sure. But fair play to them. They are showing a lot of positivity in the relegation battle. But I just want to shout out Liam Talks Football. He's the one who commented on the last video with his predictions, so thank you to him. And his predictions, he got right. He actually got the Brentford Wigan one right, 3-0, well done Liam. And he also got another one right, let me just find it for you. Fulham Birmingham, 1-0. So well done to Liam. If you guys would like a shout out, or just me to mention you, make sure you just comment your predictions. You know, it's pretty easy, and it's actually quite fun seeing who got which one's right, really, isn't it? So yeah, but now it is time to get on to my predictions. Forest Fulham, a great way to start it off. I'm going to say 2-1 Nottingham Forest. They're playing amazing, and Fulham, they're just about beating teams, but I would say a draw, but I just feel Forest will edge it. Luton against, Brentford Charlton first. Brentford, they're unbeatable at the moment, aren't they? And I'll be surprised if they do not go up this season. Of course, I want them to go up to there in FIFA next year, but the stadium that is, of course they are in FIFA. This is a Charlton side who lost the last game, unfortunately, to Millwall. But that's what happens in football. If you don't defend or switch off for a second in the Championship, it's going to cost you. So this game I'm going to say a 4-0 Brentford win. I think they'll just overpower Charlton side. I don't have anything against Charlton. I just honestly believe Brentford are too good a team. Luton against Barnsley. I'm going to say this one a 2-2 draw. This is going to be one amazing game. Of course, it's going to be scrappy, but both teams need 3 points. I'm predicting 2-2 draw, and if it actually happens, it's not going to be the good outcome for them, is it? But I just feel it's going to be 2-2 draw. Reading against Huddersfield next. I think Reading are going to grab all 3 points in this one easily. 3-0 to Huddersfield. 3-0 Reading, sorry. Getting so confused. Next game is Cardiff Blackburn. This one's a really big one. Blackburn, they are I think they're 9 points off playoffs. Surely it's not right. Something like that. But surely you'd think they're already out of it. But if they can beat a Cardiff side in 6, who, even though I'm a Swansea fan, I'll hold my hands up and say they are doing great at the moment. But I'm going to say a 1-1 draw for this one. I think Blackburn, they'll just frustrate Cardiff a little. You know, Bristol did it to them. Cardiff couldn't find the net until late on, but I think I keep saying Bristol. I think Blackburn will have enough to get a draw out of Cardiff. Next game, Millwall Middlesbrough. For this game, I'm going to say a 3-0 Millwall win. Middlesbrough, they got Neil Warnock, a great manager, but their players at the moment aren't too good, are they? They're not playing too well. So I'm going to back 3-0 Millwall. They're just going to overpower them as well. Next game then we have West Brom taking on Derby. This is a chance for Brentford, I think, to get into the top 2, I believe. And Derby, they could really close the gap on Cardiff. Actually, with a win, they could actually go into 6th place. But for this game, I'm actually going to predict a 2-1 Derby win. I do believe they will do it. They haven't lost, I don't believe, since the return of football. And that's going to continue for me. West Brom are a good side, but sometimes it is shaky. So that's the only reason I'm predicting a Derby win. Next game, where are we? Wigan QPR. Wigan, of course, administration's not good. But I do have faith in them. I want them to stay up, and that's why I'm going to back them for a 2-1 victory over QPR. Again, I have nothing over QPR. I don't dislike the club. It's just, I think Wigan would want the 3 points more, and they're going to play better, I believe. Next game, Bristol against Hull. First game without Lee Johnson. But Hull, they're scoring. They scored 2 against West Brom. You can't say many teams have done that this season. And for Hull, their confidence must be through the roof at the moment. And that's why I'm going to back them for a 2-1 away victory. Next game, Birmingham against Swansea. Swansea, they need, as I said before, they need to play like they did in the second half if they want to get anywhere near the 6th place spot. Birmingham, they just can't score really, can they? I'm backing Swansea to get a clean sheet and 3 goals. 3-0 Swansea, I think. But it's only if we play the way we do in the second half of the game against Sheffield Wednesday, because otherwise we're terrible. Next game then we have, let me just move the paper, Sheffield Wednesday against Preston. For this game I'm going to say 2-1 Sheffield Wednesday. I think they'll just edge it. You're unlucky not to get something from the Liberty last week. For this game, Preston, they're not playing well at all, are they? I do believe they lose like 2 more their playoff hopes are gone, to be honest, because they haven't won in ages, have they? But I do believe Sheffield Wednesday will come away with all 3 points this one. I'm saying 2-1. And the final game of the weekend. Now, at the start of the season, we would have thought this would be a top titled contender game. Leeds Stoke, but Stoke, of course, are falling and crumbling like Sunderland did. It's not good times to be a Stoke fan, is it? But I do believe 4-1 to Leeds. They overpowered Blackburn. They've overpowered loads of other teams this season, Leeds. As for Stoke, they've just beaten Barnsley 4-0, so they could actually surprise me with getting a draw out of this at most. I can't see them getting all 3 points. But, guys, that is another week done with predictions. I hope you all enjoyed it. Like if you do, subscribe if you're new. Comment your predictions to possibly get mentioned in my next prediction video. So until next time, hope your team does well this weekend. Next up is the predictions recap. So make sure you watch that if you missed any of the predictions. And I may even throw in the table what it would look like when, if these scores, I should say, are right, that's what the table will look like. So if I show a table, that's what it's for. But anyway, stay safe everyone. Good luck. Bye.